Okay, so now we're gonna go over our True Light series. So our True Light series is our lightning. So understanding our lightning progression chart, right? So if I have somebody who has yellow highlights, it's really important to know where that actually sits with the number system, right? Because if I use a level 10 on somebody who has yellow orange highlights, what will happen to the highlight? So they come in and they have this highlight, and I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna use like a 10 blue violet.
That's dark.
10 blue violet.
I'm gonna use a 10 blue violet on this.
Cancel of orange.
Right? So I want to use a 10 blue violet on there, and I just want to use 10 blue violet. The blue violet would get rid of the orange and the yellow,
Yes,
right?
Yes.
At a level 10,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
If I use a level 10, because of tonal dominance, is it going to be strong enough to kick out the yellow orange at a level 7?
No.
It won't. It just won't work. It will be like just shinier yellow orange hair. Maybe slightly cooler. Not likely. Because at a level 10, it doesn't have enough
There's no
tone.
Yeah, there's no tone.
There's not enough strong tone
Yes.
to cancel out
Yes.
at that level 7.
Yes.
So when people are coming in to be toned, like if we're gonna be using her as a model, do you mind if I come to you? You can stay sitting down. If I'm coming over here, I'm going to look and I'm gonna make sure that I'm using and matching up her hair to the level that I need to tone. I'm not gonna use a level 10 if she's a level 9.
Yes.
And I'm definitely not going to use a level 10 if she's like a 7 or, you know, anything. It's dark. I mean, 10 and 9 are hit and miss, right? When they're only one level off. But if it's 2, 3 levels off, it's not going to make any difference. So understanding what we're seeing and where it sits on our progression chart to make sure that, okay, I'm going to analyze her hair and make sure that I get that warmth gone. Where does she actually sit? You know, and that's why I think it's really great that we have this undercoat showing where we could see those warm tones that we have a hard time, like, well, what, I mean, all I see is orange. Like, what kind of orange is that? Well, let me just match it up over here. I don't have to guess. I just pull out my book and I just match it up. I won't have to guess those things because I'm going to use this to formulate so that I'm not guessing. So, understanding the underlying pigment at which level when we're using True Light series, and, you know, understanding that when we're toning is going to be something that's imperative. So, we also have things to eliminate the need for like Olaplex or B3 or any of these products that are additional products that we put into our formulas. TG does not recommend mixing outside products in anyhow. So that's something that they're cool mixing everything inside because all that intermixability is encouraged. But when mixing outside formulas, if they wanted something like that, they would just build it extra. But they decided, well, let's just put it in the formula so we don't have to do any of that. Okay, so what they did was put hydrolyzed keratin in with the True Light. Hydrolyzed keratin is going to be the strength and the fortification within that hair structure. So this is what's going to help keep it strong, like a bond builder. Aloe vera, which is also in True Light. The aloe vera is going to help moisturize, and it has healing properties, and it's something that is you can smell it. I don't know if you guys ever use our True Light, but I could smell the aloe vera in it when I open it.
They smell good.
Oh my
actually.
goodness, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
The purple one. The purple one.
The
Right,
other
smell
one we
it.
had also smells good too.
You could smell the aloe vera. Go ahead and pass it around.
Really harshness.
Can you smell it?
Yeah.
You could smell like the plant,
Yes.
right? You already know, huh? You're like, yeah, I know this one.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are True Light lovers.
Yes.
Okay,
I
so
like
not
it.
the True Light white. You guys like the True Light.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So
I like
from the
this.
old formula, this has 10 times the amount of hydrolyzed keratin. In the new formula now, 10 times the amount in this one.
It
than
never
the
get
dark.
damaged. The hair never.
It just
get-
feels great.
But
When I get on my hands, I have to like rinse extra and
I
I
know.
mix
Just
it
get it off.
when I want to do highlight. I mix it with little bit
Biosilk.
biosilk, just a few drop to make it shiny and is prevent to damage the hair.
So the
You don't have to
Cutiplex,
install
the
it.
Cutiplex
Yeah, it's
we have in the True Light White. This does something
Mineral
similar,
oil.
but it's scientific in the way that they created it. So they created it for the first step is to protect. So while it's processing on the hair, it's protecting the hair. And then when you rinse the hair out, the Cutiplex helps smooth that cuticle down to make it feel shiny and less frizzy. So it smooths the cuticle down while we're using it. So this is also another complex that's going to be similar to like a bond building agent within the True Light White.
yes.
There's also going to be mineral oil. So this is going to help with the viscosity of the product so that you can have really great spreadability. You have control over it. And mineral oil is in the True Light White and in our clay lightener, which is our Freestyle Blonder. Okay, so that's the ease of it when you're applying. And then also in our clay is the arginine complex. This also has anti-breakage complex in here. So this is going to help protect also. And this is another reason why we don't need to add additional things into our lighteners, because we have things additional into them to automatically protect. Because I know sometimes people want to start mixing and doing those things. We already have that built in.
Yeah.